Congratulations on your promotion, you just made yourself poorer. You worked harder than anyone in that office, you stayed late. Your title changed, your salary went up, maybe $10,000 more a year, maybe $20,000. 12 months from now, you will have less money in your bank account than you do today. It's called lifestyle inflation, and it is the single most effective wealth destruction mechanism ever created. It doesn't feel like losing, it feels like winning, it feels like you've finally arrived. Years have passed, the money is gone, just with better furniture. I'm going to show you the math nobody runs when they get promoted. The most financially dangerous moment in your career is not when you get fired, it's when you get a raise. Lifestyle inflation is not a character flaw, it is not evidence that you are bad with money. It is a deeply wired human psychological response, and it has a name. Psychologists call it hedonic adaptation. You get a new car, for 3 weeks every drive feels magical, then it just becomes the car. You move into a nicer apartment, for a month you wake up feeling grateful, then it just becomes home. You get a raise, that amount becomes your new normal, and suddenly it doesn't feel like enough anymore. This is not weakness, this is biology. The moment your income goes up, every company that wants your money already knows about it. Your bank starts offering you a premium credit card with a higher limit. Car dealerships suddenly have the perfect upgrade for someone at your level. Apartment complexes send you targeted ads for units $300 more per month, but have a rooftop pool. Your colleagues who got the same raise are already talking about where they're going for vacation this year. It is a multi-trillion-dollar industry built to make sure every dollar of your raise is spent before it reaches your investment account. Most people comply completely, not out of stupidity, out of the entirely reasonable belief that they worked hard and deserve better. The tragedy is not in that belief. The tragedy is in what that belief costs them over the next 20 years. Let me show you what a raise actually looks like when you do the full math. Let's say you're earning $6,000 to $5,000 a year and you get promoted to $80,000. That's a $15,000 raise. That's real money, that's life-changing, right? Federal income tax at your new marginal rate takes approximately 22%. That's $3,300 gone before you ever see it. State income tax takes another 5% on average. That's $750. FICA, Social Security, and Medicare takes 7.65%. That's another $1,148. Before a single dollar of your $15,000 raise hits your bank account, $5,198 has already been taken. Your actual take-home increase is approximately $9,802 per year. That's $817 per month. That's your raise, that's what you actually got. Now here's where lifestyle inflation begins its quiet, invisible work. They move to a better apartment, $300 more per month, justified, you deserve a nicer space. That's $3,600 per year. They upgrade their car, $200 more per month, justified, you're a professional now, that's $2,400 per year. They start eating out more frequently, an extra dinner at $60 per meal, that's $3,120 per year. Their wardrobe gets an upgrade. New role, new title, new clothes, $100 per month, that's $1,200 per year. They upgrade their gym, streaming services, phone plan, $80 per month total, that's $960 per year. They start taking one nicer vacation per year instead of a budget trip, $1,500 additional spend. Total lifestyle inflation, $12,780 per year. Their actual take-home raise was $9,802 per year. They are now spending $2,978 more per year than their raise actually gave them. They went backward. Every single spending decision felt not just acceptable, but deserved. It doesn't rob you in one dramatic moment. It drowns you one justified upgrade at a time. I want you to meet Sarah. Sarah is 28 years old. She works in marketing at a mid-sized tech company in Chicago. 3 years ago, she was earning $58,000 a year and living in a one-bedroom apartment she shared with a roommate. She was building modest savings, nothing impressive, but she was moving in the right direction. Year 1, promoted to senior marketing coordinator. Salary jumped to $72,000. Sarah celebrated, she deserved it. She moved into her own one-bedroom. The rent was $800 more per month, but she was a senior coordinator now. That felt right. Year 2, promoted again, marketing manager. Salary now $88,000, another celebration, more deserved. She traded her aging Honda for a lease on a new Volkswagen. $380 per month, $240 more than before. The wardrobe upgraded, the restaurants upgraded, the vacations upgraded. Each step felt proportionate to her new status. Year 3, Sarah sits down to review her finances for the first time in a while. She is earning $88,000 per year. 3 years ago, she was earning $58,000. Her income has increased by $30,000. Her savings account balance is lower than it was 3 years ago. Not because of a crisis, not because of an emergency, not because anything went wrong. Every single dollar of her income increase was immediately absorbed by a lifestyle that expanded to match and then exceed her new earnings. She has been promoted twice, she has worked harder, and she is financially further behind than when she started. She is not stupid, she is not irresponsible, she is not unusual, she is the average American professional. If she had kept her lifestyle exactly the same and invested the difference into an S&P 500 index fund, $187,000 by age 38. She would have earned the same promotions, done the same work, lived a perfectly comfortable life, and had $187,000 more. Instead, she has a slightly nicer apartment she barely spends time in. A car that's going to be worth a fraction of its value in 4 years. A wardrobe full of clothes she bought to impress colleagues who weren't paying attention. Let me break down the 6 most common lifestyle inflation traps, the anchors that tie your wealth to the floor. Anchor 1, housing creep. Every time income rises, the instinct is to get more space, a better neighborhood. Every extra $500 per month in rent would have become $382,000 over 20 years at 10% returns. Anchor 2, the vehicle upgrade cycle. Every promotion triggers the feeling your car no longer matches your status. A $300 per month payment increase represents $275,000 in lifetime lost compounding wealth. Anchor 3, dining and social spending. It feels like connection, not consumption. High earners spend $800 to $1,200 per month on food and social activities, almost never reviewed critically. Anchor 4, the status wardrobe. Nobody is looking that closely. Colleagues make their assessment within 90 seconds based on how you carry yourself, not which brand is on your jacket. A $200 per month wardrobe habit costs $48,000 over 20 years before compounding. Anchor 5, experience inflation. Budget flights become business class, Airbnbs become boutique hotels. Each upgrade is individually defensible, collectively thousands of dollars per year delivering zero long-term value. Anchor 6, the subscription accumulation. The average American has 12 active subscriptions, high earners average 18. These small amounts, $15 here, $25 there, collectively represent hundreds of dollars per month requiring zero decision-making. 6 anchors all feel reasonable, all compound into a financial weight keeping you exactly where you are. Now let's look at the number that should change everything. I want to compare 2 people, same age, 30 years old, same starting salary, $70,000. Person A follows the standard path. By 35, earning $95,000 and spending $93,000, they invest the remaining $2,000 per year. Person B practices lifestyle containment. Every income increase, 50% to lifestyle, 50% to investments. By 35, investing $1,100 per month. At age 50, Person A's investment portfolio, $8,000 to $7,000. Person B's investment portfolio, $441,000. Same salary, same promotions, same career, a difference of $354,000. That gap is not the result of some dramatic sacrifice. They didn't live like a monk or eat rice and beans every night. They simply refused to let their lifestyle expand at the same rate as their income. That single discipline, practiced consistently over 20 years, is worth $354,000. Every time you upgrade your apartment, car, wardrobe, and restaurant choices to match a raise, you are choosing $354,000 less at retirement. Before we get to the solution, knowledge alone doesn't fix it. You can know everything and still fall into the trap. Lifestyle inflation is socially enforced. When you get promoted, the people around you expect you to upgrade. Why are you still driving that old car? You make good money now, you should move somewhere nicer. Come on, you can afford it. Resisting lifestyle inflation requires the ability to let your bank account be impressive while your lifestyle looks ordinary. It requires being okay with people not knowing how financially strong you are. It requires measuring success internally, by your net worth, your investment account, your freedom, not by the signals your spending sends. The financial industry, the advertising industry, and often your own social circle will work actively against it. So how do you actually do this? Here are 3 steps. Step 1. Run the real raise calculation before you spend a single dollar. Calculate your actual after-tax take-home increase, not the gross number, the real number, then write it down. Most people go their entire careers without ever doing this. The number will be significantly smaller than you expect. Seeing it clearly before you make any spending decisions is the first line of defense. Step 2. Apply the 50% rule immediately and automatically. Commit before you receive the first paycheck. Set up the auto transfer before the money arrives in your account. Automate it before you can spend it. If your take-home raise is $600 per month, $300 goes to investments on day 1, non-negotiable. You get the reward and you get the wealth. Step 3. Audit your lifestyle anchors every 6 months. Set a recurring calendar reminder. Open your bank statements and credit card statements. Find every recurring charge. Ask yourself honestly, if I had never gotten this raise, would I have chosen this expense? If the answer is no, that expense is a lifestyle inflation anchor. Cut it or consciously decide to keep it knowing its true cost. 3 steps, none of them require deprivation. None of them require you to live below your means in any painful way. They simply require you to capture the wealth that your work is already generating before the system spends it for you. Here is the truth about promotions that no one tells you at the celebration dinner. A raise is not wealth. A raise is an opportunity to build wealth. Most people convert that opportunity into a slightly more expensive version of the same financial trap. Bigger apartment, nicer car, better restaurants, more subscriptions. The anchor gets heavier, the floor stays the same. But some people, the ones who understand what's actually happening, treat every raise as rocket fuel. They let their investment accounts celebrate the promotion, not their landlord, not their car dealership, not their favorite restaurant. 20 years later, the difference between those two groups is not measured in lifestyle, it's measured in freedom. The freedom to leave a job that's making you miserable. The freedom to retire 10 years before everyone else. The freedom to make choices based on what you actually want, not what your paycheck forces you to accept. Your next promotion is coming. The question is, who's going to benefit from it? You 20 years from now, or everyone else starting next month. Share it with someone who just got promoted. They need to see this before they sign the new lease. Subscribe to MoneyNoteLab and turn on notifications. Every week, we show you the financial traps quietly working against you. We'll see you in the next one.